Hi everybody, my name is Daniela, and in this video I will be showing you guys the progression of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. It will be little segments of what I work through each day throughout the week with stories about the painting, stories about either the photograph, the people that I took as sources for the paintings, or something that I'm working through in that day in that painting, and anecdotes of different things that happened when I was actually with the communities taking these pictures. You guys will also see me telling you guys how you guys will be able to participate throughout this challenge. I will be making different videos each week showing, the same format of my progression through the week with each painting. And this week you will be able to subscribe to participate or to receive that mini ebook of the best paintings out of the 30. I will eventually make prints. Originals will be available for sale, as well as discounts in my store for the other paintings that I have. Not all of them, but most of them. And with that money, hopefully I will be able to make prints available in the store sometime in this year. Like I said, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, because that's where I will be tallying up the votes to figure out which ones are the most liked and make the free ebook. I will also be making a bigger series catalog ebook available for sale at a significantly cheaper price after I complete the challenge, because it takes a lot of my time, usually between 5 to 9 hours a day to paint. So, and I'm working through weekends, and making these videos. So at the end of, I want to say the 18th, probably a couple of days to a week after that, the ebook, the complete version of it, will be available in my store, and you guys will be able to access that digitally. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. I hope you stay tuned. Hi everybody, this is the first day of the challenge, and I'm about halfway through the first painting. I'm sorry if I bummed you guys out on my last video. It was a necessary step though to tell you guys how and why I wanted to start this challenge. Well, actually how I got here anyway. This first painting is, I don't know if you guys can see it, is of this indigenous girl who I saw in one of the trips when we were documenting the Hawaii. But I have like a whole bunch of pictures that I actually found like 2 weeks ago while I was making one of the videos for the Women's Day. And I was just like, I need to do this. And actually I've been wanting to do a series on these for a really long time. And so I'm thinking about doing a bigger one later, like, on acrylics and stuff. But I did start, my passion for the arts with watercolor when I was 3. So this is how I got here. This is the first one. This is Saturday, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hi everybody, this is day 2 of my 30-day challenge. It's Sunday and it's like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm about halfway through the painting, and this is it. What I really like about using this type of watercolor paper is that it's the best quality there is out there. This is the Arches, and really it lets you go back. If you make a little bit of mistakes, you can go back and correct them. There's still a long way to go, but I hope in like the next 4 hours I'll be able to finish. And yes, these basically take between 7 to 8 or 9 hours sometimes, and I'm expecting maybe a little bit more because there's a little baby there in the corner. So I hope you guys will stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is day 3 of the watercolor portrait painting challenge, and I wanted to show you guys a little bit before I got more into this piece. It's of 2 little siblings. One is carrying the little girl is carrying her brother or sister, not entirely sure. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this stage of it because it's usually the hardest part. I have always had a trouble with restraint when it comes to painting and art. I kind of just like dive in and then kind of see where things fall. So watercolor is a really good way to work on those restraints and working them out to get better results. Another really funny thing happened to me the other day because I get so distracted and so into what I'm doing. It's really dangerous to have, you know, your watercolor jug and water next to it, because I was painting and I accidentally dipped my paintbrush to clean in the water that I was supposed to be drinking, and then, you know, again I got distracted and I almost drank the water that I just ruined. So that's another tip. It's a joke, but still, you should still take it seriously because it's funny. But I mean, it happened to me more than once. So there's that. And like I said, these take really long time. I started at 8. It's like 11:30 almost. And I take constant breaks. That's also very helpful. And you know, I love this process and this challenge because it's teaching me a lot about developing new ways of problem solving, and I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's half the fun. So hope you guys stay tuned to the next one. Hi everybody, this is day 4 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge, and I guess I'm a little bit further than I was on the other segments that I showed you. This painting is one of the, I don't want to say the less complicated, but least complicated of the ones that I've done so far. Because it's just this girl, and it's the same girl from the first day. It's just a different shot of her that I took, and I found, you know, and I decided to use it because it's such a typical pose for Indigenous women in general. They tend to hide from the camera. They're very they don't like to attract attention from strangers culturally. They like hide behind each other, sort of like clump together to not be seen, and I don't know why that is, but it's really, really common. So I don't know if she knew that I was taking the picture when I took it, but I have a lot of pictures of women who just like turn around and like don't pay any attention to me, which is really the opposite of what happens a lot here in our Western culture. Social media and everything is completely the opposite, so it's always weird, and different to see. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the painting, and you guys will be seeing the picture of the finished piece. Don't forget to vote. I will include the link of where you guys can subscribe for the giveaway ebook below. And don't forget to follow the Instagram page to be able to vote, because I will be getting my my data so that I can choose the 10 most voted pieces to include in the mini giveaway. And stay tuned. Don't forget that there will be a couple of more of these. My future, your present. Anyway, take care. Bye. Hi everybody. Welcome to the 5th day of my 30-day challenge of the watercolor portrait painting challenge. And today I wanted to tell you guys a little story behind this piece, which is this little old lady who's wearing a lot of layers of clothing. I'm still at the beginning of the layers. And I remember this day very distinctly because it was a very, very, very cold day. It's the coldest I've ever felt in Ecuador. And I remember my uncle, which was where I was staying at during that time. My uncle Juan, he told me, be careful, wear lots of warm clothing because that place is really cold. And we were going to the furthest I'd ever been into in the Chimborazo province, and this is the mountain region of Ecuador. And yeah, it's usually cold, but I never consider it to be that cold, and I always thought my family members, to be a little bit exaggerated, because I've lived in the United States for over 20 years. I've lived through sub-zero temperatures, snow, sleet, rain, everything. And so every time somebody complains about the coldness, I always thought, like, they don't know what cold is. So I didn't take my uncle seriously, and usually he was just like a little overprotective of all of us. I mean, he meant well, but yeah, so I didn't take him seriously. I was wearing a thick sweater, but I didn't take anything else. And let me tell you, it was freezing. It was like I was shaking, like literally shaking, because the wind was howling. It was really hard to take pictures. And like every time I was taking the pictures, I'd have like, a cool shot focused, and whoosh, the wind would come and push me the other way. And I'm very petite, which isn't weird in my family. And I'm very, slim too. So like, I had no chance. It was funny, but this lady was prepared. She has several shawls, which is not uncommon. She has at least 3 thick layers and a turtleneck under all of this. And so I just wanted to share that story with you guys. There's gonna be the picture of this finished painting, and then 2 more days of the challenge on this video, so stay tuned. Hi everybody, this is day 6 of my watercolor portrait painting challenge, and today I wanted to show you guys a more advanced stage of a painting. I mean, I'll be posting the finished piece, but this is of a girl who, I don't know if she was winking or squinting or something, and you'll be able to see this in the finished piece, when I finish it. But I could kind of relate, because it reminds me of something that my cousin used to tell me, or told me once. She was like, you can't wink, because you close both your eyes when you wink. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing that she told me, but it's just so funny. I think this girl had the same problem. Like I said, I don't know if she was winking or squinting or something, but I tend to look like her in most photographs when I'm outside because I cannot for the life of me open my eyes, like, just. But anyway, that's just a little side story to all of this. I still have to finish some detailing on the face and the hat, maybe do a background, I'm not sure. Usually when it's like bigger pieces like this, I tend to not like backgrounds in watercolor, but I still haven't decided. But you guys will be able to see one more painting for this week after this and the finished piece, so stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome to day 7 of my watercolor portrait painting challenge. Today is Friday and I'm really excited about today's painting because it's a 2-for-1. Again, I don't know, I took the pictures that are the sources a really long time ago, and there's a lot of like portraits where there are 2 people. Usually I try not to complicate my life and, you know, do the simpler poses as opposed to the other ones, but I really like this one. It's, if you can tell, it's the same girl from yesterday, and she isn't facing the camera. And the other girl, I don't know if that one's not as developed right now, but there's somebody else next to her, and she's sort of like really wrapped up in her like scarf and with her hat, and you can't really, she's like closing her eyes, and I don't know if she was sleeping, but she kind of looks like she was sleeping. Like I said, all of the days, and I think this one's from the day that I went to Cocan, which is the other story that I told you guys where it was really freezing, so I can relate as to why she was really wrapped up in like not trying to move. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but a lot of the other paintings, the girls, the women have like these marks on their faces where it's sort of like a, well, at least I try to portray it, it's like a deeper purplish red tint on their skin, and that's because of the wind and the sun, their skin gets like this condition where it like sort of breaks out, and I don't know if it's dryness or something, but it's really common to see because they don't get enough like attention to their skin because they live in extreme poverty usually. This girl has it particularly noticeable because even though their skin tone usually is darker, it sort of looks red, but it's like scarring. I've seen it on some of my cousins that live in this province, and you know, if I had lived there more, I'd probably have it too. But usually it's caused because of the really cold wind conditions, and you'll probably see this in the finished piece. The other lady, I don't know what she's doing, but she's falling asleep, so she looks fine. Another thing, don't forget to vote. Be on my Instagram for your favorites. I know this is just the first week, but the more you share and the more you follow along, you will be able to receive more of the pictures that you like in the free mini ebook that I'm making. I will have that at the end of the 30 days, so please don't, ask me. I will put, however, the originals in my paintings in my shop at the end of each week, so watch out for that. And there will only be these 30 because I currently not making prints, although if with the money that I potentially will make from these times, I will I hope to make prints in the future of these paintings, so at some point in this year. But if you guys buy some of the stuff or these paintings, if you love them and you don't just want the free like mini series at the end, I will have another bigger option of the book, like a bigger like ebook of the 30-day challenge, 30-day portrait challenge. But that will take, you know, I will do that a couple of days after the challenge because it will take me a while to compile that and make it and put it up in the store and everything. Will be my first digital sale, so it'll be significantly cheaper than if you buy an original, but that's really the only option I will have for now. So stay tuned for that.